There are many challenges globally at the moment, both with climate change and with human impacts on natural ecosystems.
Biodiversity is impacted everywhere. Everywhere we have a modern day society, everywhere we have industry. And the first step towards improving that scenario is to be better at biomonitoring. This is really what eDGES is about. It's about developing new precision tools to become better at monitoring our environment here in Australia and worldwide, really.
We've got real challenges in how you actually sample ecosystems in general, because many of the tools that we have focus on specific groups. The program has sought to develop, test and validate some of the environmental DNA techniques that are available, but also make them more specific to some of the key questions that community groups and industry are worried about.
The whole eDGES program is targeting different types of environment, different types of species, and trying to make an impact in all these different areas. eDGES Project 1 is about improving biomonitoring of the Pilbara olive python. This is an endangered species, and we need to be much better at understanding the current impacts on this population in the Pilbara. eDGES Project 2 is about biomonitoring subterranean fauna, in particular in the groundwaters. This is a hidden world, basically. We don't know what biodiversity is down there. There's a lot still to discover. eDGES Project 3 is about understanding and becoming better at monitoring biodiversity in the hypersaline lakes in Chile. So these are, again, severely under-monitored environment, and we are seeking to improve that.
Project 4 is about improving the sensitivity and specificity of assays associated with invasive marine species. The assays that have been developed are actually more sensitive at detecting invasive species than what's currently available. Project 5 looks at the overall ecosystem biodiversity within Port Hedland, but specifically also looking for invasive species that might exist in the harbour and in the natural habitat surrounding the harbour.
Project 6 is focused on monitoring terrestrial biodiversity across the tree of life. It's utilizing, testing, optimizing a number of different methods to become better at understanding and monitoring ecosystem health. The tools we're developing here, the hope is of course that they will become applied in real conservation management of endangered species and threatened environments. And this is where we can see already now that they're starting to be implemented.
The research in the eDGES program is basic research that sets out to validate the use of environmental DNA, but also develop techniques that start to answer real-world industry questions that community and regulators are worried about. The support, both financial and logistical, from BHP has been invaluable. This is basic research that is very important, but probably would not get funded from anywhere else.
The future for the eDGES research program is looking really bright. One thing we want to become much better at in the future is integrating eDNA with a lot of different disciplines. We want to be able to merge environmental DNA data with whole genomic data, ecosystem health data, data of conservational relevance, and even of data of political relevance in order to make much better predictions and decisions for future ecosystem health. We have only really scraped the surface of the possibilities with eDNA technologies.